there are a lot of people who are under the misconception that a novel is created like some sort of spontaneous creative combustion. All of a sudden one day an idea comes to you and you sit down and you write it down. That may be true of Stephen King or some of the other wordmeisters. Maybe John Grisham can write stuff like that, but I can't. Those of you who have read good Germans know that the last book that I wrote took 50 years to write, 49 years of thinking and 1 year of creation, and about 10 years of sweating it out afterward. This book has a kind of a different history to it, at least in my mind. Actually, thinking about it, about how I came about the idea of writing about Nicholas Icaras as the hero of a novel, the origin was sometime, I would say about 25 or 30 years ago, when I first started thinking about what it means to be a celebrity. At the time, I think when I first gave some thought to the subject, I was doing a television show in Los Angeles, show on which I produced and wrote and worked in for about 15 years. And I remember to this day almost the first day on which the show went on the air, when one or two members of the cast came. There was a show called The Theater Beat, all about regional and local theater in the Western United States. And one of the cast members came and asked me for an autograph. I really didn't know how to handle that one. Sure, I'll write my name. I don't know what you want to do with it, but just don't write above I owe. Hal Marienthal owes me $10,000. I mean, it won't work that way. Then came more autographs and this and that and write-ups and here and there, and in the beginning it was all very flashy and so on, and I enjoyed it, but as time went on, I was more concerned with substance than fame. I've never been terribly concerned either with the notoriety of being a published author or being published anything. I'm more concerned with, and not very much concerned, obviously, with making money, because novel writing is not a great fiduciary enterprise. I'm more concerned with satisfying my own creative urges. And over the years, I've thought about celebrity status and the like, and that was the germ of the idea. What fleshed it out, of course, were my own experiences in the business, in film and television. I've been an active member of the industry for some 35 or 40 years, and I've dealt with advertising agencies to a large extent, and that plays a role in this book. I've dealt with agents. I've had one of my own, and that character plays a large part in this enterprise. A popular figure. Agency is a controversial subject. I've dealt with the media over the years as an advertising manager for a popular magazine. I've been involved in the television and film business for many, many years, so I know something about that. And all of these little factors sort of went into, bit by bit, went into the grist of this particular mill, until finally one day or one evening or one afternoon, I can't remember exactly when it happened, I said, I think I've got an idea of how to put all this to use. I'm interested in what happens to a celebrity on the way up, and I'm interested in what happens to a celebrity on the way down. What is the arc of the American celebrity? And that was really the sort of the beginning of this. And Then comes the process. The process is what makes this person a celebrity. Well, again, that's a complicated process because you want to say, well, is it a musician? Well, there are a lot of celebrated musicians around, so that wasn't exactly it. An actor, well, who cares about celebrity actors? You can read about that in People magazine or and elsewhere. So that wasn't the answer. I wanted something that would be, a little different, Swiftian in a sense. I like satire, and satire is immensely appealing to me, so I wanted something that would catch attention, that was celebratory, that was unique, and then came the idea, okay, what would really intrigue advertising agencies, agents, the business community, what would cause shivers up and down the spines of the military, how would the medical profession respond to it, what is it? Okay, so came the idea of doing somebody who could fly. Fly from where? Fly from here across the country? Absolutely not. That's outrageous. I wanted something that combined the magic of the idea of someone who could lift himself off the ground without the aid of any mechanical means, without making a great, huge deal out of it. And so I devised the idea that this man, by accident, learned how to fly. Can't fly very far. Can fly about from here to where Don is sitting over there. That's about it. But ain't nobody else who can do it. And that made him interesting to all kinds of institutions. Could do that, nobody else can do it. And what nobody else can do is very popular in this country for all kinds of reasons. So I will read to you a couple of short passages from this book to give you an idea of how it all came to be and how he got to be that way. And then I will introduce you to one of the characters who plays a large part in this book, a man named Joey Mooney, very related to Joey Money, the agent who plays a major role in this book. And then introduce you briefly to the relationship between Nicholas Stolarski and his daughter, 6-year-old daughter, Maria Magdalena. So let me give you a short reading, and then I will entertain any and all questions about it, and you can have at me.